Showboat Sports, man. We are back. We are back, man. So you guys see the topic. Who's next for Jermall Charlo? Jermall Charlo. We're gonna talk about that tonight. Also, we're gonna open up the phone lines too before we get started. We're gonna open up the phone lines. You see the numbers scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So if you guys feel like you want to call in, talk, this is what we do on this channel. We make sure those phone lines stay open. But as long as you call, we got to keep it above board. Don't get out of hand, and we make sure that if we can agree to disagree sometime if it gets a little heated, but we try to make sure that we keep those things in check. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys and without no further ado, waiting on the rest of the crew to start rolling up here in this camp, we're going to talk about who's next for Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo has had some inactivity going on outside the ring, right? That's been going on for quite a little period of time. He's had some personal issues going on. That's what's been going on with Jermall Charlo. Been going through a divorce, so yeah, sorry about that. We're gonna talk a little bit about Jermall. We don't really say too much about personal stuff, but Jermall Charlo has been affected inside the ring. So that's what's been going on with him. Huck mode, 365 days. Salute, fam. What's going on with you, man? How's your week been? You ready? We're gonna talk a little bit tonight. I ain't gonna hold everybody on her long tonight because we know it's a Friday night. We know how that goes down. Everybody's busy doing the thing or trying to, find something to get into a little bit. So I want to come on there and put my little 2 cents in about Jermall Charlo. He had a little inactivity going on for a while. And a lot of times that outside the ring stuff does affect the inside the ring, and that's what Teofimo Lopez was talking about the other day. He's been going through some stuff, but it affects fighters differently. And I was surprised that Teofimo Lopez snapped back as hard as he did with Josh Taylor. I picked Josh Taylor to win. I didn't think T.O. would get past that, and rightfully so, man. You guys can't blame me for that. You guys saw those other fights from Teofimo Lopez. They wasn't that good. He didn't really do too hot. He beat Lomachenko. He beat him. But I really wasn't impressed. I thought he could have done a lot better. He also lost to George Kambosos, and I was like, well, not also, but he lost to George Kambosos, and I was like, I wasn't impressed with that either, right? Then he had another fight I wasn't impressed. So T.O.'s had a few fights that I just hadn't been impressed with, right? But this fight right here looked like the old vintage T.O. So however he resurrected himself, it was good. I know those personal things that's going on. It does affect it. And I don't know to say. I can't only give people such a hard time, about that because I've been through a divorce and that kind of stuff. But anyway, so we have Jermall Charlo. Like I said, Jermall Charlo has been going through some stuff, and he has some inactivity. But now that he's back, he's coming on back into the ring and trying to, I guess, acclimate himself back. You have people like Demetrius Andre said he wants to fight him. He wants to step up. And they want to try to get that done. And Hutmo said Canelo's trying to fight a 2-year layoff Jermall Charlo, but yet ducking from David Benavidez and Bivol at 168. Yeah, is that not crazy? Listen, do you remember the other day when we were talking and I said the best time to fight Andre and Charlo is right now? I said because Canelo could swoop in because both them guys are a little bit off, right? So this is the best time to try him, right? And go on. I said because where everybody's been asking for you to get these guys a shot, right? So we can't really complain that if you do give them a shot because these guys got to stay ready. But I just said that the other day, man. I just said that the other day. And I believe Canelo will do it. Canelo will try one of those guys because he feel like they slipping, right? But the joke may be on him because if those guys are been training and getting their stuff done, and then they're not totally rusty like you think they may be. Canelo might be running himself into something. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo wants this real bad, man. So you never know what he's doing back behind closed doors. And but hey, I say let it go and may the best man win. And if Canelo beats him, ain't nothing we can say. You know what I mean? Because these 2 year layoffs and layoffs that fighters do, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? The party and the world keeps turning. The party keeps going. The world keeps turning. So we can't get mad about that. I think it's a little bit messed up that Canelo does that. But listen, what are we complaining about? This has been Canelo for the long. Canelo has been given rehydration clauses. He's been given all kind of stuff, right? You remember I told you, you remember the guy that he fought Kovalev, right? Kovalev just got through fighting that Anthony Yard. The Anthony Yard was beating Kovalev up the whole fight until Anthony Yard's trainer told him, go in there and get this guy out. Well, you fighting with a veteran fighter who knows how to survive. So you go in there and he just blew everything out. Anthony Yard did, wasted all his energy, had nothing left, and Kovalev hit him. He couldn't get back up out of the man. He was just tired, right? Kovalev didn't beat him up. Well, right at fight, Canelo went to Kovalev and was like, look, let's fight. Kovalev didn't want to turn down the money, right? And it was a 6-week, I believe it was a 6-week turnaround. He didn't even have no time. He had like 6 weeks. I'm pretty sure it was like 6 weeks. And he gave him a rehydration clause. On top of that, the dude hadn't already recovered from this fight with Anthony Yard. 6 weeks later, he's back in the gym again, back in there again. And guess what? He ain't recovered from that. He ain't recovered from that fight. It ain't been that long. You know what I mean? Because as soon as it's over with, you wouldn't just right back into the gym. You had to get the soreness out. You had to get your head together. Let your body rest a week or so. Then you train for about a week or so. Then you back to getting it back together to make. Man, it's just crazy. So Kovalev got in there and didn't look too hot. And that's what happened. Canelo knew he picked that guy at the right time. And that's what he's trying to do with Jermall Charlo or Andre. But he won't go after David Benavidez, like Huck Mo said. It's crazy, man. It is really crazy. That's crazy. But hey, all is fair in love and war, Huck. You know that all is fair in love and war. You know what I mean? So Canelo doing that's just a power move. He look at it like, hey, that's the A side. I think it's some silliness. You know what I mean? And David Benavidez deserves that shot. Why not take David Benavidez, let Jermall Charlo go get a regular fight, a tune-up, and then you get past David Benavidez and you fight Charlo. Then everybody's happy, right? Everybody's happy. But I don't want to knock Jermall Charlo out of it because and he's got enough time between now and it's got to be September before Canelo fights again. Got to be September. He fights. He tries to do May and September. So it'd be September the 14th, right? So Jermall Charlo got enough time to go out there, really get himself in tip-top shape, right? And this is the thing. This is the thing. Why they out there, Canelo's going to play other tricks, right? So Jermall Charlo right now needs to be really fully 100% training and really getting in shape. Sparring, doing everything he's got to do, getting his timing together, do all of that. You know what I'm saying? If he got to go, listen, this might be silly, man. But hey, I just throw this out there. I don't know because I ain't the one of them boxers like that, right? But I wonder if you can avoid some ring rust if you go get somebody else and y'all fight without headgear and all that for at least 2 rounds, right? You go get a sparring, go get somebody to fight for like 2 or 3 rounds, no headgear. That way you can get your timing on, do something else. Like right now, what is this, June, right? So if you do it right now in June, if something happens, you can heal, get cut, you can heal, you have enough time, right? It won't jeopardize anything. But just go in there and go about 2 good rounds without that and take it serious about 2 or 3 rounds and call it quits. That way you can work on your time and work on that. And it'd be like a little mini fight that's going on in your own gym that don't nobody know about. You know what I'm saying? You can just do that. I don't know. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I want to ask one of these boxers if something like that'll work. You know what I mean? We have to get one on the show that's really been some serious elite level or just high up in it that you see a big drop off. You know what I mean? From their performance. And the reason why I say that is because you want somebody that's really tuned in and is really, really tweaked to have to fight a real professional fight. You know what I'm saying? On a higher level and not just somebody that goes in and trains okay and does okay on the average. But, people like a Jermall Charlo, Earl, or, somebody like that, Terrence or somebody like that. somebody like that, and see what their thoughts are, who has done it on a major level. Keith Thurman be a good person to ask. That'd be the perfect person to ask, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman on the line. Said if I was David Benavidez, I would WBC. Yep. Hey, but you know what though? The sanction bodies can make rules up as they go, Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Sanction bodies, you gotta remember, sanction bodies the one made the franchise belt, and Canelo called. You remember when David Benavidez lost his belt on the scale because he didn't make weight? Canelo called up Mauricio Suleiman and said, "Can I fight for that belt? I got franchise belt." So that gave him an automatic shoe in on that, right? He said, "Can I fight for the franchise belt?" He said, "Yes." And then he said, because Caleb Smith was supposed to be the mandatory, was going to be the mandatory, I like to fight Caleb Smith for that belt. Why not David Benavidez? That's who lost the belt, right? But Mauricio said, "Okay, cool." See, that's why I say, now listen. What I'm going to say right here is going to be, you're going to agree with me, Hulk. Think about this. You get a lot of people that say it's about racial. It's like a racial divide, right? Blacks, Mexicans, white, all of them, right? Right. Terry Smoot Jr., salute, fam. So you get that, correct? So people are on a racial divide, ganging up on certain things. But this is what I want to know. You got Canelo, who's Mexican. You got David Benavidez is Mexican, right? And clearly Canelo is screwing over David Benavidez. So people are allowing that to go on, right? In America, we don't do that to our fighters. If we had a black fighter that said, "I'm not fighting other black fighters," we'd lose our stuff. We have a white fighter say, I ain't boxing nobody. Anything that somebody say in this country say they're not fighting somebody else, we would have a problem with it. So why is it that Mexico don't have a problem with that? You know what I mean? And I understand Dave Benavidez is Mexican American, but my point is, it's still a situation where you got Mexican not helping another Mexican. And I don't get that. I don't understand why they allow that to happen. Maybe Mauricio Suleiman is saying, "Okay, well, cool. We're looking out for Mexico, right?" And Dave Benavidez is Mexican American. So you see where I'm going at with this? That's where the problem coming in at, because they need to hold each other accountable. You know what I mean? You get mad at everybody else and say, "Oh man, you guys this, y'all doing this, favoritism, and y'all this, that." Okay, but y'all are going against each other. Because how you gonna give Canelo a pass and let him screw over David Benavidez, but you won't make Canelo and David Benavidez fight? I don't get that. Liga Legacy, salute. So that's what I'm saying. I just think it's just awful that you have Mauricio Suleiman that looks out for Canelo, and they screw and they let him do whatever he wants to do. And he got around fighting David Benavidez, and now he's talking about fighting Jermall Charlo. So I agree with you, Huck, that David Benavidez should be mad and be ready to try to do something about it. But what can you do? Because they make the rules as they go. You know what I mean? They made Canelo the franchise belt, so he wouldn't have to fight. So I don't think you can go in there and sue them for that. I don't. I mean, I don't know if they can. I don't know what the repercussions could be on that. But the thing about it is, Mauricio Suleiman is looking out for, one, his money, top dollar. Two, he wants to keep it. You know what I mean? Mauricio Suleiman is using showing favoritism. He really is when it comes to that. He really is. And he ain't holding Canelo accountable on there at all. And that's bad. It's sad. It's very sad. It's very sad, man. But I hope that Jermall Charlo gets that fight. I do. Now, will that 2-year layoff hurt him? I say it probably would, man. But you got to, what do they say? You got to stay ready, so you have to get ready. But we have to go in there and see what he can do. He got to do something, because Canelo will give him a shot. You know that? Canelo will, listen, he probably look at it like them dudes are rusty and I can go in there and get off on them. That's what it seems. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I had to see that fight being made. Had to see it, man. I have to see that fight. I'm still like, I don't think Canelo's going to do it. But when you look at it, if you look at the whole playing field, who do you think that Canelo going to have a better shot, that he believes he have a better shot? He knows he's not beating Bivol. He knows he's not beating David Benavidez, right? But Jermall Charlo, at least he's been out the ring a while. You might be able to take advantage of that. And then you might be able to take of Andre. You might be able to take take up for one of those guys. So you can petition WBA, WBC, IBF, or WO for the Canelo fight. Yeah, you can, but at the end of the day, they're gonna side with Canelo. They're gonna side with him. Said that's the same way that the WBC been trying to screw over Bivol out of the undisputed at 168, 175, now allowing him to fight for their belts. Yeah, that's messed up. I think that's wrong, man. I think that's wrong. Why do that? Why do that to Bivol? You know what I'm saying? Bivol wants to be undisputed, wants to take a shot at it. You should sanction those things until listen. I could see if Bivol was saying something, but why are you gonna punish Bivol for what his country's doing back home that he may or may not agree with? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's over here fighting over here. So what does that tell you? You know, he ain't back over in Russia. You know, it ain't like they saying come over in Russia, let's fight over here, right? That's wrong, man. They shouldn't be doing Bivol like that. I think they should let Bivol fight, period. I think they need to take the politics out of boxing. And that's what I was trying to say earlier. The politics out of boxing, sometimes you gotta let the racial divide, put that stuff to the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bivol shouldn't be held accountable. Canelo Alvarez should have to, and Mauricio Suleiman shouldn't be showing favoritism. He shouldn't be showing favoritism for Canelo because of this situation. I was on Facebook the other day, and a guy accused me. He's like, well, no, it wasn't on Facebook. It was, I put a video up, and it was a comment, and I had put up about Canelo and Canelo not fighting. And a guy got up there and said, well, here we go, another black channel hating on Canelo. And I said, dude, what the hell does that got to do with anything? I'm sitting there arguing that Canelo needs to fight David Benavidez. What the hell does that have to do with somebody black? That's got nothing to do with somebody black. You so quick to come in and throw race in there when all I said was, I said David Benavidez should be able to fight Canelo. And dude, I said, so make that make sense to me. What does that got to do with anything? I'm pulling for a Mexican. I'm saying that another Mexican should have to fight him. And your response to me is, here it is, another black channel hating on Canelo. That's the stupidest thing ever. When y'all should be holding Canelo accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't hear them saying, Canelo should fight this fighter right there. They ain't doing that. And I'm sitting there saying Canelo should fight everybody. Mexicans, black, and all that. I'm going to pull for everybody. David Benavidez, Charlo, Andre, Bivol. I'm pulling for everybody. Fight them dudes. Because it ain't got nothing to do with their skin. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Fight them dudes. But then what do people do? They make race a big thing all the time. And it's like, come on, man. At some point in time, you got to give it a break. It's a little bit of an issue. Yeah, it makes it a little fun sometimes. Maybe it makes it a little better debate sometime or whatever else. Just something to jaw jack about. But at some point in time, you got to make your fighters fight. I just can't respect somebody that has a champion that they like, that they pull for, but they don't want their champion fighting good fights. Said Benavidez can get the fight probably, but his purse is only going to be 20 to 30% less. Hey, it don't matter. Take the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's Canelo's A side. You might take the fight. Pay those trolls no mind. Yeah, appreciate you. Salute, Soul Wonder. Salute, AAR. Yeah, man. You know, but that's the thing, man. You know, people want to do that, but it's still robbing the sport. But we all know how Canelo is. So I say all that to say, when you look at the playing field for Canelo, who is the guy that Canelo thinks that he can capitalize on and save face, right? Because he doesn't have a lot of options. So it's either David Benavidez, who just beat up Caleb Plant, right? So you gonna give him a shot? Hell no, Canelo's not gonna give him a shot because he ain't got a long layoff. Yeah, what's wrong with the best fighting the best? It don't make sense. And then and then you got Bivol. Canelo don't really want Bivol again. You know what I mean? He really don't. He says he wants Bivol again, but think about it. Think about this, y'all. You should be able to get in position for one of those belts. Yeah, I might even go out there and try. But listen, I'm gonna say something to you guys that's gonna make a whole lot of sense. I'm willing to bet and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Remember, guys, the phone lines are open. So if you guys want to debate this, but I got a question for you guys for real. And I want you guys to answer this. Do you all think, and I think it. So I'm letting you know this is what I'm thinking. But I want to ask you guys, do you believe this? Do you guys think that Canelo has talked to Mauricio Suleiman and they came up with a way where Canelo doesn't have to rematch Bivol by saying if he fights Bivol, they won't sanction the fight? Because then Canelo gonna be like, why should because Bivol gonna be like, I don't want that fight if I can't get undisputed, right? So if they do that, Bivol gonna be like, I don't want it. And then they go, well, okay, we're gonna offer Bivol less money, $5 million. Bivol's like, I don't want $5 million, right? I gotta make more money than that because I'm not getting nothing out of it. So I'll go down and fight Canelo at 168 for undisputed. So Canelo goes, well, nah, because if we do that, then I lose all my belts, right? I lost to him before, but I kept all my belts. So if Mauricio Suleiman says, hey, we won't sanction that fight, that's a way of protecting Canelo. Do y'all believe that? What do y'all think about that? Because that's what I believe. I think Canelo and Mauricio Suleiman have talked off the record, and that's what Mauricio Suleiman and them came up with. We won't sanction the fight. And that's why Canelo, they putting it off on them so that way Canelo can save face. He said, why have rankings when the top guy like Boots, David Benavidez can't get a title shot from the champ? Because the champ picked and chooses who they want to fight. Not fair to the top contenders. I agree with you, Drexel. I agree with you, man. Salute. Glad you came here. That's a good point. And everybody's been saying that, right? But the thing about it is I think that they should make these guys fight, but I don't think those fights should. I think like the Crawford and Spence fight should take place because it's for undisputed, right? But I think after that, I don't think outside of Crawford that Spence or Crawford, whoever the winner is, if it ain't a rematch, they should have to fight Jermall Ennis next. That's what I believe. And I think that Canelo should have to fight David Benavidez next. 8 Mile, salute. Bivol says he can make 168. Yeah, Bivol can make 168, but he don't want to make 168 and not get a shot at the belt. Do you think Canelo feel like Bivol is just better than him? I'm not sure if he believes that. I don't know if Canelo feels that Bivol is better than him, but I think that he think it's a hard road to beat Bivol. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's Bivol's size or Bivol's arm. I don't know what it is, but Canelo knows he can't go. The way that Bivol beat Canelo with ease is just gonna get worse because Bivol fought that fight real cautiously. He didn't take any risks, any chances, anything. So next time he'll have a little more confidence and he might just stop Canelo. And I think Canelo knows that. And at the end of the day, if Canelo goes back up there and fights him again, the dude is still gonna be a little heavy, right? So he can't make that guy take a rehydration clause too much up there and he holds the belt. So it puts Canelo at a situation where if I go up and fight him again, I get beat again. I got 2 losses. It's no need to fight him. And I'm not going to fight him at 168 so I can lose my belts. Said Bivol can issue a formal challenge for the WBC and WBO belts. He need a party to put up money. I don't know what he needs, but I know that Mauricio Suleiman said he is not sanctioning that fight because of Russia. So that way, if he fights Canelo, he doesn't get undisputed. See what I'm going at with that? Mauricio Suleiman saying, yeah, you can fight Canelo, but we're not going to back it up. So if you do fight Canelo, you really technically won't be undisputed. You'll be like T.O. versus Josh Taylor. Undisputed, but not really undisputed because he lost the belt. You beat the guy that was undefeated that lost his belt, So technically you should be undisputed. And that's the same thing they doing. So it makes it where Bivol don't want it. Said Crawford makes it seem like mandatories are the toughest opposition. If the champ is going after another champ, why would you want to see them fight someone else. Yeah, if it's champ on champ, it should be. But other than that, they should fight their top mandatories. The franchise belt is not for ducking. It's so fighters are free to make the big fights. Right, right, AAR. It is if they making the big fights. But Canelo is clearly not making the big fights. And he's not making the big fights within the parameters of that belt. And what I mean by that is the WBC that Canelo has is at 168, right? It's the franchise belt, but now he has the regular belt. He has the belt for 168. David Benavidez belt, correct? So him going up there fighting Bivol can be a big fight, but it does nothing for his belt at 168. It does nothing for the belt at 168. And I think that just because you can, I think they should make you take the big fights. It's not enough to be able to take it. You're mostly for challenges going up, not for moving down. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be for. But at the end of the day, he went up to fight Bivol, and Bivol is didn't hold the WBC up there. So what it did was it helped him get past David Benavidez, kept him from really losing that belt because he's up there taking a challenge with Bivol, and he still doesn't have to defend it. And if he fights Jermall Charlo, he still won't be defending it at 168. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'll take the Charlo fight. But all I'm saying is it's a way to get around it. You know what I mean? It's a way to get around it. And I think that's the messed up part about it. And that's what's hurting the sport. But at the end of the day, it does seem like Canelo is in talks. They say he's in talks. So it could be with him. So Jermall Charlo will be a good one. It'll be a good one. I'd like to see it. It'll be a good one. Even though he's been out the ring for two years. So, but you never know how he's feeling. He might be more confident. I don't know if the divorce is final. I think it is. But so that might give him a little bit more headspace, clear his mind up and get ready out there and go again. So, it could be good. You see, Crawford could have issued a challenge and fought Spence when he had all those 140 belts. Well, he could have went up and challenged. Well, he could have issued a challenge. I think he did. He tried, but with the WBO, he got to go up and fight. With that right out. But he didn't have the franchise belt. And Spence Spence didn't have WBC. Keith Thurman had it. When Crawford was at 140, Keith Thurman had the WBC. Keith Thurman had the WBA. The WBO was Jeff Horn, and the IBF was Kell Brook. Oh man, hey, I don't think he'll fight Edgar Berlanga yet. Cause he better not, man. Cause all his friends and everybody on his side, they would give Canelo hell. Toon, salute. Glad you slid through, man. Glad you slid through. Where you been, man? Crawford fought the easiest belt. That Aussie guy, yeah. Yeah, he did. He got away with that one. Crawford got away with that one. Because that wasn't the hardest belt to beat to get. You know what I mean? They robbed Manny Pacquiao. And that's who Crawford should have been fighting, was Manny. You know what I mean? But Bob Arum didn't want Manny. Which was crazy. You know what I mean? Jeff Horn. Yep. Yeah. Jeff Horn got beat by him. Yep. I told you. So Crawford couldn't have went up and said, hey, because like I said, he didn't, the person had that belt was Keith Thurman. And they were going to let that happen. You know what I mean? Crawford just going up like that, But that's what Crawford should have done. When he's had them undisputed belts, like you said, he should have said, hey, called out Keith Thurman right then and there with it. Hey, I'm going to move up. And Keith Thurman probably would have tried him, But at the end of the day, did y'all hear Crawford was giving, I think he was on the Breakfast Club the other day, right? and they was asking Crawford. They was like, "Well, why do you think these fights are not being made?" And Crawford told Charlemagne them, he said, because it's the politics in boxing and people want to make in-house fights. That's the fights they want to make, right? So it blows every damn thing out of the water that Crawford said about there's no sides of the street, right? Crawford just said that. I'm gonna go get that audio and I'm gonna put that audio up and make a video on that. Crawford just said it. I'm gonna get the audio and I'm gonna make a video of that because they were saying that it is no side of the street. Remember, Crawford kept saying that, and when Charlemagne asked him that on the Breakfast Club the other day, he said, "Why did you not think these fights? What's your opinion on these fights not being made? What do you think?" He said, "Because promoters want to keep it in house," and that's what we've been saying all along. Said tore up Horn after beating Manny. Come on, give him some credit. Ask Manny if Horn is easy. Nah, I'm not saying Horn was a cakewalk, but what I'm saying is I don't think Horn is Sean Porter, the old Sean Porter, and any of them guys at 147. You know what I mean? I don't think that Jeff Horn was better than Boots at that time. You know what I mean? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if Crawford was ready for Spence then either. Because he just moving up and that. And then Spence, guys, that could have went either way. Because I look at like Spence was doing a few little things that somebody could have capitalized on a little bit. But Spence has grown a whole lot. You know what I mean? Spence grew a whole lot since since fighting Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Cross seas. Jeff Horn wasn't a bad boxer, just not Garcia, Thurman, Spence. Right. I agree, Double AR. He wasn't a bad boxer. He wasn't. So I'm not saying he was a cakewalk. That ain't what I'm saying. Jeff Horn is a good fighter. Jeff Horn it's decent. I ain't gonna say he's great, but he's a decent fighter. Yeah, but Jeff Horn, man, like I said, Crawford, I'm not taking nothing away from Crawford. You got to fight the people that's in front of him. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight what Bob Arum allowed him to fight. Because Bob Arum wasn't really letting it go across, and PBC wasn't letting nobody with no belts fight over to the hip top rank out. They weren't gonna let that happen. But so I'm not taking nothing away from Crawford at all. But everybody is fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it's supposed to be. And so with Crawford moving up, Crawford didn't move up and say, I'm shying away from it. He called those guys out. He said he wanted them, but Bob Arum won't let those fights happen. I don't put that on Crawford. I put that on PBC and Top Rank not getting along to make the fights. That's where I put that up on. That doesn't fall on really on Crawford's thing. Crawford said that they can make those fights. And Crawford, it was difficult to make the Spence fight. I agree with that. I'm not taking up for that. But my point is, Crawford didn't have the chance to be able to fight all those guys easily. You know what I mean? They weren't going to let that happen. And the only reason why they let the Sean Porter fight happen is because Sean Porter didn't have a belt. Sean Porter lost that belt, so Sean Porter didn't have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? PBC wasn't just letting those belts just go like that easy. You know? And now, right now, that's why they made these fights come back to back. So if Spence is to lose, they got an automatic fight, another fight. You see what I'm saying? Toon said, see, I try to give T.O. a little credit, and there he go talking ish again. Better retire and leave Tank the F alone. Tank ain't Taylor. Oh, yeah, calling Tank out. Yeah. But see, I'm okay with him calling Tank out because Tank is a good fighter. I like to see that fight, but what are you gonna do? Because T.O. ain't gonna take a rehydration clause. T.O. wouldn't do it. And what are they gonna fight at? They're gonna fight at 140. That means Tank had to come up to 140. He said, I've never been a fan of Heyman, but I gotta admit that he is a big reason boxing is finally more popular than MMA with his Dana White business model. Yeah, the big fight is here. Yep. I agree with you, TD. Yep. Al Heyman has turned things around and given people what they want to fight. The best fighting the best. You know? Brian S., salute. They got an Australian circuit. Horn's probably fighting down under, or he's retired. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Horn. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Horn. But hey, I'm like TD. We got to thank Al Heyman. Al Heyman and PBC been putting on the best fights, right? And then now you got Canelo, which brings us back to what I was saying. Canelo is back, and I don't care if say he fights Jermall Charlo. I'm with that. I'm with the Jermall Charlo. I'm with the Jermall Charlo. I'm with that. You see what I'm saying? I'm all right with that. I'd rather Jermall had a tune up, but what can you do? You know what I mean? Hopefully, but the thing about it is Jermall got to be ready, you know? But he's got enough time between now and then to be in tip top condition. Because they'll fight, like, was it September the 14th? Ain't that the date? Because it's May the 4th and September the 14th, right? And that the Mexican holiday is September the 14th. So that's cool. So it gives Jamal enough time. But if I was taking it serious, right, I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't just be sitting around eating bonbons and cakes and cookies and hanging out. I'd be right there in the gym right now today, already training. So whoever I fight next, I'm already ready. Not to say he's not. I'm not saying he's not. He might be. Because I don't think Canelo fight Badu, a duck, I'm sorry, cruiserweight, a big jump. Man, he better not go fight that dude. He better not fight him. He said, how much cash does Charlo bring versus Benavidez versus some street bum? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but with this Canelo fight, that'll be a good fight. And it's going to be a good fight because you got all the fans been crying about that for the longest. Who you got at 154 fight this week? Tim Tszyu or Carlos Ocampo? Um, I say Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu should win that one. Cause ain't Carlos Ocampo, ain't that the same one that Spence hit in the stomach and stopped him first round? Oh, to Canelo. Oh, Canelo brings all the money, double A. Double A R. Yeah. Canelo brings all the money. Give him credit, Showbo. Hell yeah, I give him credit. Straight off the bat. Listen, if Canelo beats him, I give him credit. He beats David Benavidez, he gets credit. He beats Jermall Charlo, even though Jermall Charlo had a 2-year layoff, I still give him credit. You know what I mean? He beats Andre, I give him credit. Now, I will say we got to tell the truth and say those guys wasn't, I think they were a little bit, off their mark a little bit, I would think. You know what I mean? It might be. It might be a catch weight. Double AR, to answer your question, I don't think Canelo made $20 million for fighting Ryder this time. I don't think he did. You know what I'm saying? So that answers your question. All you got to do is go look that up. I think that's easy. All we got to do is go look that up. Did he make $20 million for fighting John Ryder? Canelo makes a lot of money, though, because he's Canelo. You know what I mean? People can go watch that. That's Canelo. But I don't know if he made $20 million on there, but, he definitely will make more money if he fights Jamal, Benavidez, Andre, or Bivol. Now, I like Canelo. Tune, I like Canelo. I don't like Canelo's actions. I don't like his choices he makes. Let me tell you something. I don't really hate on him, and I say really, because some boxers do irritate me, but I don't keep that stuff personal. I keep it more business like Canelo. I like Canelo. I think Canelo has really good skills. I don't like Canelo if he's going to be this boxing God that people make him out to be. I'm saying don't just give it to him. Like, I don't like that Canelo didn't fight Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? He should have fought Andre Ward. Okay. Let's say he let Andre Ward go by. You still got to fight David Benavidez. I don't know that we don't know who will win between him and David Benavidez. And I just get tired of his antics. The same way I get tired of Keith Thurman's antics. He can make 30 million boxing Charlo and 40 boxing David. Yeah, yeah, he can. He can. They just offered him 50 million to fight David Benavidez. So he might have two of those. Who would I rather have? Andre Charlo or David Benavidez? Right now, today, I'd rather see him fight David Benavidez because David Benavidez is in shape, ready, and he hadn't took no time off. So I think he's the fighter that's a lot more readier to give Canelo a better fight. Right now, today, I'd rather see him fight David Benavidez today. Now, I like Andre, I like Charlo. I think that he should fight those guys, but I think with Charlo moving, Charlo taking a little bit of layoff and Andre moving up in weight, his first 168 fight didn't look too hot. I think he needs to acclimate on there. He had some time off. I think those guys need some tune-up fights to sharpen their skills back up, polish back up. But I'll take either one of them. But I would rather have him fight David Benavidez just as of today. His fans are meat riders. He could fight Samurai Jack and get to him. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They love Canelo. Do you think Canelo is face of boxing with all these ducks moves? Nah, Canelo definitely ain't the face of boxing. I think that he has one of the biggest followings out there, but I don't think he's the face of boxing. We need another big time welterweight weight, and we do. We got Jerron Boots Ennis. But I know what you mean outside of them. But we got a lot. You got to think about it. We got a lot of good welterweights because we don't know. We got to see what Ugas is. Let's say Ugas is good and ready to go again. Can Boots beat Ugas? Still got Virgil Ortiz, which I don't think. But like I said, we need a few more getting come up the ranks, though. We really do. We really do. I think he gonna take the Jack fight. Shake my head. I get it. It's the path to least resistance, but still, the cherry picking really waters down the sport. Yeah, but that Badu Jack ain't gonna be a Marquise, salute. I don't think that's gonna be a cakewalk for him at all. You know, said Canelo needs to get out of the way. He holding up the 168 division. Yeah, that's why I say I think he needs to fight Dave Benavidez and give him a shot because that's the guy who needs a shot at 168. And then if he goes in there and beats out David Benavidez, then he has cleared the division out. That's the last person he needs to fight to say he really cleared that division out. Now these other guys is coming in like Andre going up in there. You coming to the party, but you wasn't already in there. Canelo already done got all the belts, so I think Andre is the only person he needs the main person he needs to fight for. Do I consider Canelo a duck for not fighting Benavidez but fighting Badu Jack? Yeah, I think he's ducking David Benavidez. That's what a duck is. That's the fight he should have been fighting. Why keep fighting everybody else but that guy? That's the guy. Listen, you hold undisputed in there and you got David Benavidez belt because he lost his belt on the scale. So David Benavidez has a, you know what I'm saying? He didn't get beat to lose his belt. He never lost his belt. He lost it on the scale. He didn't get beat. He didn't, none of that. So I think that's what it has to do. I think that Benavidez deserves that fight. And if he takes the fight, even though Badu Jack is a good fight, you still avoiding Benavidez. That's the whole thing, Toon. He's avoiding Benavidez. Virgil Stanios is going to be a great fight. Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully Virgil is in good health. Canelo's probably richest duck in boxing history and the smartest cherry picking. Yeah, he is. Canelo really is. He really is. Okay, so Haney ducking Shakur to fight Regis by that logic. No, not by that logic. Let me tell you why. It's the same thing. It's like this, Toon. Shakur Stevenson is coming up to 135, which it's a good dude. He only had one fight at 135. Devin is having a hard time making 135, and everybody's been saying that before Shakur Stevenson even got up to that weight. He can only hold up for so long, right? Shakur doesn't have a belt. Shakur didn't lose a belt at there. None of that. So you can't say he's ducking Shakur. We'd like to see him fight him. But if he goes, okay, my body, because we knew this at the Kambosos fight, that Devin Haney looked like a skeleton. You know what I'm saying, Toon? Devin Haney looked like a skeleton down in Australia. Everybody said that, right? Even you even say it, right? He looked like he can't make the weight. Canelo can make the weight at 168. David Benavidez is there. That was his belt. He lost. So this is my question, Toon. Why do you not want to see Canelo fight David Benavidez just to end that? To whereas, listen, fight who else you want to fight, but fight David Benavidez first. He's the guy that's willing, able, and ready right now, and you got his belt because he lost it. Yeah, he lost it on the fish scale. You say you think Tank is moving like Canelo and dodging competition? You think that? You think so? I don't think Tank is really the what competition he is because Tank. I'm thinking Tank campaigns at 135. So really, who is he ducking? He needs to fight Haney. Well, he should have fought Loma, but that's just more promoters nonsense. Said Badu Jack 4 years ago is a real dangerous fighter for Canelo. Now, however, Jack is past his prime, but the optics look good because he won another belt in a very subpar weight class. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Marquise. Hey, listen. But I'll take it. It's better than fighting John Ryder. But my point is, why don't he just fight David Benavidez? I'll take the Jermall Charlo, but I'd rather see David Benavidez right now. Why doesn't? Because he has that franchise and he makes so much damn money. They're not gonna hold him to Soul Wonder. They're not gonna hold him to it. That's why. Well, he wants to fight Tank on the way out because, okay, put it this way. If he only got, okay, what would you do? What would you do, Toon? And answer this very serious. If Devin says, look, I can't make the weight. We already know he has a problem making the weight. I got one more fight in me at 135. Do you fight Shakur Stevenson? Or if you say I can barely make the weight, I might be able to make it one more time. Or would you go ahead and move up? Because if you beat Shakur Stevenson, you don't get a belt. You don't really, they're going to say Shakur Stevenson just moved up there. What do you get? Now, we'll give him credit. I'll give him credit for beating Shakur Stevenson. I really will. And I'd like to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. But my point is, what would you do if you was with Devin Haney? Would you tell him, yeah, you fight Tank because Tank is the biggest name, one of the biggest names in boxing, period. It comes with one of the biggest paydays. So anybody is going to fight Tank because Tank is A-side over all these guys. Listen, from 140 down, Tank is the most is the A-side on anybody. From 140 down, Tank is A-side. So what would you tell him to do? I tell him to go fight him. You say I got Canelo knocking out Benavidez. Benavidez has no defense whatsoever. Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think Canelo should fight David Benavidez next? Yeah, but Tank got a name. That's the thing. Tank might not have a belt, but he's got a name. Tank's name is whose name under 140 and under? Okay, under 147. Let's say 147 besides Spence and Crawford. Who has a bigger name than Tank? And hell, Tank name bigger than Crawford's. Tank pulls harder than Crawford. So Tank ain't ducking nobody. He's just building himself without those belts. Yeah. But he's thinking that Devin is ducking. Said Floyd Mayweather ducked a ton of boxers, including Spence and Thurman. Nah, he didn't duck Spence because Spence was on the come up. And he told Keith Thurman, I'll fight you if you fight Spence. Or you need to go fight Spence. And Thurman didn't want to fight nobody. Thurman wanted to fight Spence. Thurman wanted to fight Floyd for that payday. You see You see, Thurman's all about the payday because he wouldn't fight nobody because his hand hurt. He couldn't take the fight. But as soon as he got that Manny Pacquiao fight, he fought that dude with his messed up hand and everything else. Nah, but Tune, so you telling me, let me say this. You think that Devin Haney should fight Shakur Stevenson before he fights Tank? Because with Shakur Stevenson, there's not going to be he's not going to make that much money fighting Shakur Stevenson. It's the juice is not worth the squeeze on that. You listen, let's say he go in there, he loses the Tank. He makes a lot more money and he get a bigger crowd. He loses to Shakur Stevenson. He's not gonna make no money. But listen, I say he should fight Shakur Stevenson soon. I really do. But if it comes to two threats, which one you gonna pick? I'm picking Tank all day long. Fight Tank. And if you're having a problem making the weight, then move on up to 140. I wouldn't just because look at it like this. Tune, I got one even better for you. Did you see the interview that that Shakur Stevenson said? They asked Shakur Stevenson about his weight, and this is before he was fighting. Hold on. They said Devin said that he can't. He'll stay down at hold on. Oh, my computer tripping. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Yeah, so they took for the rest of the year, rest of 2023. And then Shakur Stevenson said, well, hey, he might be a little weight drain. That might be better for me. And Laugh said, I'll take it, right? He even acknowledged Kevin. We had to acknowledge it too. You know what I'm saying? His brother, they say everything, but let's fight. He said, let's fight and stop stalling. That's why we need Don King back in this boxing. Yeah, Don King will make the fights. You gonna make them fights with Don King. Don King ain't playing games. Yeah. Mayweather only had 2 belts, WBC and IBF, then just one. Yeah, Mayweather. Hey, but AAR, you said Mayweather did. It's a lot of people he ducked. Mayweather fought a lot of champions, a lot. And listen. I like Floyd. I ain't a huge fan of Floyd outside the ring, really. You know what I mean? But inside the ring, Floyd was a good fighter, a great fighter. Let me say that he earned that for being great. But he fought a lot of people to get up there. He fought a lot of people, and you can't dismiss people like Diego Corrales. You know what I mean? You can't dismiss them. You can't dismiss the Maidana's. You can't miss the Marquez. You can't miss everybody else he fought. He fought a lot of good boxers. A lot. And then everybody's got every excuse. Oh, this person's over here, that person's over here. Yeah, but he did a lot. Mayweather fought a whole lot of people. And all I'm saying is everybody should. You can't fight every single person, but you should. You shouldn't, like right now, what I'm saying is it's like Spence going, man, I don't want to fight Crawford. You got to fight Crawford. Spence fought everybody in that division. He fought, and he tried to fight Keith Thurman, right? So Keith Thurman now wants to fight Spence for a payday. Now Spence said that. Now Spence and Thurman, I don't call that a duck. I think that's a payback. I'd love to see him fight Thurman, but I can't call it a duck. I can't call that a duck. So you got to be, I don't give everybody a duck because something happened. They don't fight that fighter. Like if Canelo fights, put it this way, Tune, to make it even better. If Canelo fights David Benavidez and Charlo, and he goes, "Well, I don't want to fight Boo Boo Andre." I'm like, "Well, okay, cool. You fought two of those guys that we all wanted you to see, right? You know, I'd love to see him fight all three, but if he don't, at least he fought two of them. You supposed to clean out your division, then move up. But yeah, if he fights Tank, listen, if you talking about Devin, if Devin fights Tank, he's really cleared out that division. Besides Shakur, but Shakur just came up. So you can't fight everybody to just come up, you know? So when Tank beat him, that's the excuse they're gonna use. He was drained. I guarantee you had Haney Dog walk Loma, we wouldn't be hearing this. But listen to him. Listen. You won't hear that from me. Because if you can listen, nobody is making him stay down there. And if he says he can't make the weight, he needs to move up. If Devin can't make that weight, he needs to move up. He has a hard time making that weight. He needs to go and make that fight and get on out. Devin said at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, he was going to stay at 120, at 135 for the whole year. Is what he said. So if he can get Tank in there and move up, I'm fine with that. Nah, nobody really uses it. No, I didn't hear Devin say. I didn't hear nobody say it was the weight. Tune. I didn't hear nobody say that Devin. It was really just the weight. Now Shakur said that. Shakur said it, but I didn't really hear Devin them say it too much because Devin them said I want it. I want it. I had Devin winning. I didn't say that it was just so. I think it was a good competitive fight. It was two elite fighters. You take two fighters on the same level, it's going to be a good fight. Yeah. No reason for Spence to fight Thurman. It's way past his time. Yep. For Spence to move up. I agree. But listen, I would still wonder. I would love Keith Thurman and Spence to fight, but I'm petty as hell. And I hold grudges. And I'm still salty about Thurman dodging them dudes. So Keith Thurman crying, I love it, dude. I wish I could just go bottle up some of his tears and sell it on Amazon. I love that Keith Thurman is crying. Now, that's the petty side of me. Now, the boxing side of me is like, I would like to see them fight. I like to see Thurman have to go fight Jaron Ennis. He beats Jaron Ennis, then he fights Spence. I would love that. Or Bud, the winner of the fight. I would love that. But other than that, man, I don't care nothing about Keith Thurman crying. Yeah. I agree, Brian is. Say anybody knows how Bob operates, knows Bob wants Shakur to get that fight. Yeah. He wants those belts back. Nah, he said, you ain't watching the Pro Haney channel. Nah, I'm not. Listen, I like Haney, but if Haney say he can't make that weight, get on out. If he say he's going to be here for 2023, say he got one more fight, let it be Tank. Go and get that Tank fight. Get it. Because, listen, Tank has proven what he can do in that division. So not fighting Shakur Stevenson and fighting Tank is not a duck. He's fighting Tank Davis. Tank Davis is arguably the biggest threat in that division. More people think that Tank is the top person in that division than anybody else. Tank is the biggest threat at 135. Period. He got skills. He can box. He's a really good fighter, but plus he's got that equalizer too. Now, I didn't get to see a Linares run up on Rolly. I didn't get to see that. What happened? Hey, remember the phone lines are open if you need to call in and tell us. Yeah. Remember the phone lines open. Tune the phone lines are open. Said Linares had Rolly looking for cover. Did he? Was Rolly looking chicken, man? Did Rolly look a little scared? But Rolly talks shit to everybody though, man. He said Rolly talks crap to everybody, man. You can't take Rolly serious, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Because Rolly done called Spence out. He called out Bud. Rolly just talks stuff, but he's good for selling a fight. If anything, they need to be taking a school from Rolly, AB, and Blair Cobbs. Them the three dudes that talk more trash than anybody, man. And they professional trash talkers. You know what I'm saying? So I'd like to see it. I'm gonna have to go check that out. But I like to see what they said. But I can't listen, I can't back nobody getting mad at that. We need that AB versus Rolly now. Yeah, we do. That would be good. That'd be good. Right now would be good. But he said he'd like to fight Regis Prograis. Said Linares wants that WBA belt. Hey, let him roll it. Hey, listen, everybody's shooting for that Rolly belt. That Rolly belt is easy pickings. You know that? Ryan Garcia better have his foot on the gas with that. But you know, him and De La Hoya agree sue Ryan Garcia. They going to court. So we have to see how that plays out. That's not going to be a cakewalk either. Yep. 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 But Inouye said that he was having a hard time making the weight he was at. So he moved up. But yeah, that's his first fight from 118 to 122. You know what I mean? That was his first one. Yeah, that was it. Can y'all hear me? All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah. I'm back. Oh, he didn't look him in the eye? Did Rolly look like he was scared of him? Said Regis to do something bad to Broner. You think so? Mr. Richardson, salute, salute. You think so? Hey, Broner let them hands go the other night, though, a little bit, didn't he? Yep, salute, salute. Appreciate you rolling up in here. Hey, that's gonna be a good fight, man. A lot of people got saying Fulton might lose that. A lot of people say that, but I think Fulton's gonna win that. So anyway, can move up and go straight into undisputed. But Shakur, he just got to 35, man. Oh man. Nah. Let me say this. The monster asked, could he fight what's the name? Fight Fulton. He wanted to fight. Everybody said that Fulton would lose to him, right? So he moved up, said he wanted to fight him. And so Fulton gave him a shot at it. But okay, but think about this. It's not like Devin Haney took another fight. Besides that, think about it. Shakur Stevenson moved up while Devin Haney had a 3-fight contract. He fought Kambosos twice. Then he fought Lomachenko. And now he's trying to fight Tank. Those was already set in motion before Shakur got up there. So why should Devin have to stop doing what he's doing to go fight Shakur when he already said he wanted Tank? He said he wanted Loma. Listen, this ain't nothing new to him. He been saying he want Loma for how long? When y'all kept calling him the franchise belt, right? Y'all kept saying that he was the email champion, right? He was trying to fight Loma. He's trying to fight Tank. He had to take a 3-fight deal to go fight Kambosos, and then he had to fight Loma within that 3-fight deal. He's still been saying he wants Tank. And just because Shakur Stevenson moves up, Devin Haney should stop what he's doing to go fight Shakur Stevenson? That doesn't make sense. It's just like Spence. Spence said, I want Keith Thurman. I want Sean Porter. I want those belts that's on my side. Crawford moves up and go, hey, guys, I'm here. So Spence should say, okay, I shouldn't go after the WBC because Sean Porter's got the WBC. I should go fight Bud, then come back over here. For what? To help Bud? He's still going after a belt. It doesn't make sense. So he looked shook. Said a little something. Yeah, well, come on in, man. Chime on in with all this. You're what's going down, man. You part of the circus. Come on in here. Adrian's now a welterweight. Welterweight is 147. Now, Adrian was 140, man. He looked good at 140. He did. Said now Haney been on pay-per-view. He got to fight Tank. Yeah. Toon is trying to say that I'm trying to say that Haney is trying to give Haney a pass. Yeah, the money is with Tank. The money definitely with Tank. The money, but listen, this is what I don't understand, Tune. What was 140? His fight was at 140, wasn't it? Adrian Broner fight was at 140, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong on that? Did I mess that up? That was at 140, wasn't it? It was at 140. Man, y'all be almost having me confused. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Huh. Well, hey, I was wrong. I thought it was 140, man. Okay, I was wrong. Okay. What was this? Dude, I could have swore I saw that weigh-in. Did I see the weigh-in? I don't know, man. They all just start mixing up to me. Said Bill was 45, Bronner was 147. Oh, okay. Must have missed that weigh-in. Who the hell was that? Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Hold on, guys. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear me? All right, here we go. Yeah. Brian on the Cash App. Salute. Hey, I was trying to send the air horn out, but it sounded like my thing is acting up. Either that or y'all just can't hear me tonight. I don't know what's popping off on that. All right, here we go. There we go. Brian S in the Cash App. Salute. With the $10 in the Cash App, man. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Appreciate it, Brian. Appreciate that. Yeah, I thought it was 140, man. You know what? I must have messed up on that TO thing. That's probably where I was on that, man. I don't know how I made that mistake, man. Doing 50 million things at once, but yeah. But AB and Rolly, man, they need to go and get that on. They need to get that on. Said Bill was 45. Okay. All right. But still, I ain't done, Tone. I ain't done. Don't you say stuff and go, yeah. All right. Appreciate it. He said, thank you for the applause. Everybody can be seated. hey, but it ain't over though. Do y'all feel? Let me ask y'all this. So I know if I'm right or wrong, because Tune been here starting stuff all night, right? I got to get y'all's advice on this, right? If a fighter, and I'm gonna use Devin Haney as an example, right? I'm gonna use Devin Haney as an example. Devin Haney said he wants to fight Loma, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. He wants to fight all those guys. Ryan wouldn't fight him. None of them would fight him. They call him the email champion and everything else, right? Nobody would give him a shot. So when he got a shot, he had to take a 3-fight deal. He had to fight Kambosos twice, and he had to fight Loma, and he's been asking for Tank. So do y'all think because Shakur Stevenson came up in there, he should stop what he's doing and go fight Shakur Stevenson? His next fight? Or should he still keep chasing Tank? Y'all tell me. Somebody tell me what y'all think. Should he fight Tank or should he fight Shakur Stevenson? I say fight Tank because that's where you were. It's just like Spence. Spence said, I want to clean up my side division. I want to fight Keith, Sean, Danny, the guys who got the belts, right? But it was a mandatory in there too. He had to go fight Danny because Danny was mandatory, right? And he had to fight what was Ocampo he had to fight? that he knocked out first round with a body shot? Yeah, Tank the money fight. But my point is this: if he said, okay, I'm gonna stay down here to 2023, I'm gonna fight this whole year out, right? But his next fight should be Tank. That's how I feel about it. You know? See, Toon thinks I just be hating on people or just showing love, but you know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Listen. He still thinks I hate Canelo, and I keep telling people I like Canelo. I like Canelo. I don't like no fighter on BS. I just don't push for no fighter on BS. Like Keith Thurman. Yeah. Hey, Toon. Have you heard all the crazy stuff I said about Keith Thurman? So do you think I just hate Keith Thurman, or you think I just hate what Keith Thurman does? Say, and the prize ain't the belts. That's what, right. But Shakur, he coming up. He don't have a belt. None of that. He doesn't even have the name with him yet. Oh man, if that's the case, if you should fight every guy that pull up in the ring, there's plenty of fighters that fight up in the ring that pull up in the ring. You know what I mean? You can't use that. We ask you what you think. He said he should fight the guy who pulled up in the ring, period. And all I hear is Devin fight for legacy. Well, there you go. Nope. I didn't say Devin fights for legacy. I said Devin's trying to make a name for himself, right? And Tank is the biggest person at 135 he can fight. Tank is the A side. Okay, let me ask you this. Who do you think, if Shakur could fight Devin Haney and Tank, which one you think he'd fight first? If anybody could fight Tank or Devin, who would you think they fight first? Everybody would put Tank is the biggest name, the biggest draw, the biggest money. Right. Brian S., I agree with that. I agree with that, bruh. Because listen, they're going to say that Shakur Stevenson was on the small end. Devin Haney is tired of making fights and ain't getting no credit. They keep calling the dude the email champ, and you ain't fought nobody, and Loma's old, and when it's a close fight, Loma beat you. They're going to always, listen, Devin Haney's going to always get hell. Always. Unless he fights somebody to turn that. He has to fight Tank and beat him. So they fight who they think they can beat 100. Yeah. Well, see, yeah, some people do. And but listen, Devin's going after Tank because he wants that name, that payday, and all of that. If Devin goes and beats Tank, that will make Devin's career, period. If Devin is undisputed and beats Tank, then nobody can say nothing about that. Nothing. If Devin gets it to even go to the scorecards and beats him on the scorecards, nobody's going to say nothing. Because everybody knows Tank's a knockout artist. Shakur is bigger than Tank. How is he too small? No. They're gonna say he's too small because he just moved up in weight. He coming from a smaller weight class and he hadn't acclimated at 135. Because Shakur is not Shakur might be taller, but Tank is a wider, more heavier dude. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, like they asked Shakur, would he go to 140? He said, nah, I'm not. He's like, nah, them guys are bigger than me. He said, I can't go up to 140, not right now. Shakur even said that. Now, when I say that, I don't mean he's a Gary Russell size or he's a Frank Martin size. That ain't what I'm saying. Not Frank Martin, but Stephen Fulton Jr. I'm not saying he's that size. Yeah, they are. But listen, WAR, I agree with you. Tank and Shakur Stevenson are different animals than Loma and Kambosos. I agree. But this is my only point. The dude says he wants to fight them. So why are we penalizing somebody? Listen, okay, this is what I understand. We give Canelo hell because Canelo won't fight David Benavidez. David Benavidez is the monster at 168. Tank is the monster at 135. And Devin is begging to fight. Devin wants to fight him. So why is everybody giving Devin hell for trying to fight the quote-unquote boogeyman just about of 135? Devin is saying, let me fight Tank. I want to fight Tank. I'm not trying to dodge Tank. I got all the belts. I want to fight Tank. So why is everybody giving Devin such pushback? I don't understand that. But Canelo has all the belts and doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. And I'm like, he should fight David Benavidez. David Benavidez is the monster. I don't get that. Mm-hmm. He said, I agree. I don't think he would beat either of them, but I thought Loma and Devin was a 50-50 fight. Yeah, it was a close fight. I just think all giving a pass, bruh. That's all. This man pulled up in the ring. Oh, no excuse. Tank just the fans say, "Oh, okay." Well, this is my point, Tone. This is my point. I agree that Devin should fight Shakur Stevenson, but Devin is trying to fight Tank, and Tank is a bigger threat that's proven. Not saying that Tank is a better fighter or can beat Shakur. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm saying right now, Tank is the boogeyman at 135. And Devin's trying to fight the boogeyman. And I'm not trying to get in the middle of that. Said it's not Devin, it's his fans, his media coverage. Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. But as us as fans, I, I want to see it. Crawford is Spence 68. Dave Benavidez is Boogeyman 168. He deserves a fight. Just like I think Bivol and Beterbiev should fight. They both the two in the what's the name? They both should fight. I don't know what the holdup is on that. Them two guys should be fighting for undisputed. Period. They should be fighting for undisputed. Yeah. But why we can't give boxers a hard time if you're gonna go try to fight the best. Brian said, I agree with you too. Haney fans are the worst. You think Haney fans are worse than who else? Than the Canelo fans? Cause Canelo fans are with that stuff, man. And I want to hear y'all admit it. Yeah, they probably won't. Ain't no money to be made there, really. But they do need an undisputed though up at that weight. But WBC said they're not sanctioning Bivol. So Bivol can't fight Beterbiev and win the belts. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so sad about that, man. Bivol and Beterbiev should be able to fight. But WBC said they're not going to sanction it. And they should. They should. They should be able to fight. Just like, you know what I mean? They should be able to fight. And Jermall is at 168, so he should be able to fight everybody down there. But if he fights Canelo at that 160 or wherever they're gonna meet at, that'd be good. Brian said, Canelo fans, that's tough. He said, I don't know, the same coin, but different side. Yeah. Hey, listen, my point is this. I want to see all those guys fight. Period. That's just me. Only person that I am biased to, and I'll admit it, is Keith Thurman. I got a problem with Keith Thurman still. I think he should fight Boots first. All because it's revenge. You know, I don't think Keith Thurman should get to fight them. Fight the winner of Crawford and Spence. I don't think he should get that. So I understand what you're saying, but did you hear Tank say they finna send a contract and then a particular meat writer channel of Haney came out and says Haney can't make the weight. Regis is the fight. Nah, I didn't hear. I don't know what channel you're talking about, but hey, Tune, hey, listen. If Tank sends that contract, Devin should accept it. Devin never been open his mouth. I don't know that Devin can beat Tank. That's gonna listen. Tank is unforgiving in that ring, bro. Tank is unforgiving. But I think that right now we should take that off the table. The A side and the and undisputed. They should be one. Because whoever wins that should be A side and have all the belts. And I think we put that to rest. And then Shakur Stevenson should get the winner. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nah, 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 nah. If Tank makes it, if they give Devin an offer, it's a good offer, then Devin should accept it. Tank and Devin should fight. Tank should be able to fight. Tank and Ryan, Tank and Tank and what's name should fight. Period. Tank and Devin should go at it. Period. Period. Point blank. Tank and Devin should go. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all unforgiving, man. Y'all worse than me, bro. Y'all. I still got a problem with Keith Thurman, man. I do. I still have a major problem with Keith Thurman. Do y'all think Keith Thurman? Listen, do y'all think? Let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that Crawford and Spence is ducking Boots or ducking Keith Thurman? What's y'all's take on that? I don't think so. But everybody's trying to make it seem like they ducking Boots. I don't think they ducking Boots. But I think that Keith Thurman and Boots should have to fight, and that way we take that off the table. I think it's only fair, man. I think it's only fair. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spence did do it, but hey, Brian, hey, Brian. They cut the clip. Yeah, Thurman gave up his spot. Yeah, I agree with that. Thurman definitely gave up his spot. Thurman definitely. Yeah, but hey, Brian, when they was at that and he did went and said something to him, Jermall, and I appreciate you again, Jermall. I said this last night on there. Jermall sent me the links on that. The first link was when Spence said, "Yeah, man, what happened to you switch sides on me?" But when they showed in the other angle, it showed Spence came back to him and talked. So that's water under the bridge. You know what I mean? Said, hell no, Thurman is irrelevant. Thurman is. I agree too. I agree too. And I say Boots. Now, if he want to take a road I think is a little bit easier, might be not easier, but less not as harsh as the Boots one. He has to fight the winner of Ortiz and Stanionis. Keith Thurman should have to put in some work, bro. He shouldn't be sitting around playing the flute. Keith Thurman is ducking everybody, man. And we gotta get on this list next week of the 2023 Ducks. We gotta go ahead and get that list going and start working on it. Next week, we're gonna have a show that's dedicated to the duck list. That way I wrote it on my Twitter and all that. Lippin is fighting for a title. Oh, I gotta go check it out and do my research on that one. I would definitely go do my research on that one. Find out what's going on with that. That's crazy, man. All right, but listen. Hey, it ain't no crazy than how Rolly came right up and got a title and then got beat up by an 85-year-old dude. And they stopped the fight, and now he got a belt. How the hell that? Listen, Rolly pulled it off, took a loss, and then came right up with a belt. And what's crazy is he did better against Tank than he did with this 100-year-old man. Say, gotta get Thurman his big payday. Yeah. Yeah, you better go to the grocery store and get him a payday candy bar. That's about all he gonna get. Because Thurman's just sitting around waiting for that payday, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, listen. Rolly was getting old, lying about his age, man. Guarantee if they asked that dude to put that up, it's been a bad situation, man. What I think about De La Hoya, I think it's petty. I think it's petty. But De La Hoya gonna be what De La Hoya is because him and Ryan gonna keep bumping heads. And De La Hoya is wrong, man. De La Hoya is wrong because De La Hoya is the reason why they got bad blood. Said Rolly scared to throw at the Tank. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Rolly was acting like AB in there, didn't he? And he got knocked out, put to sleep. Hey, he woke up and thought he was back at home playing PlayStation. That's what Rolly thought. Rolly forgot. He woke up, was like, what the hell is going on here? He didn't know, he didn't remember he was still in there with that. So I know it's off topic. You see the Flash movie is trash, bro. Nah, I haven't got to see that yet. I love Marvel Comics. Man, I ain't had a chance to go do anything, man. When I ain't been on her doing this, I've been doing a lot of filming her lately. And that filming been taking up some time, man. I've been filming for some other shows, but hopefully that filming will ease up on me. I'm gonna talk to my agent about that a little bit. Cause I've been taking some silly little stuff, but yeah, AB versus Ryan. That might be pretty good. AB versus Ryan Garcia might be all right. AB don't want to get knocked out by Ryan at in his career. He will go home. He had to retire. He had to retire, man. It's crazy, man. AB versus Rolly. That would be good. I don't know, man, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready to see some more fights, man. Dude, we have been spoiled. We have really been spoiled this year, man. I'm ready to see some more fights. But like what Spence said, man, we need to support this fight because we need to show the guys in suits that the best should be fighting the best and it can be profitable. So basically what Spence is saying is that if that fight don't make money, the money that they putting out, then they're not going to be able to make too many more than fights. We got to look out for that. Say AB ain't look half bad for real. AB was all right. He wasn't garbage. He wasn't garbage. He let his hands go and did better than what I thought. The old talents versus the new talents. Yeah, that'd be good. But you know what it is? The old talents that even fought it out yet. Said Spence betting on the back end. Yeah, they all are, but they both got some pretty good guarantee. This gonna make some money. That fight gonna make money, bro. But they want to make some real money, you know. They want to make like like Tank and they want to make some serious money. About what? About AB? But AB didn't look garbage though. You think he looked garbage? I think AB looked okay for the time he let off. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I agree that I think that's what I thought you were saying. The AB didn't look garbage. He didn't look like the old AB, but it looked like, okay, I'm out here. I took this layoff and blah, 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 blah. That looked like a good tune-up fight to me. Could be right, Gerald. Yeah, I think they both gave him some guaranteed money and giving him on the back end, but that's how you get it on the back end anyway. Oh, the Shakur Haney fight. Oh, all right, man, I can take it. I'm cool with that. But listen, I don't agree with what you were saying on it because I just think that AB, I think that Shakur Stevenson and Haney, I want to see that fight. I do. I think they should fight. I do. But I think Haney should be able to get what he been asking for first with Tank because Tank, and I think that Tank, I know Tank don't really care about the belts as much, but I would like to see Tank to have the title of undisputed if he can beat Haney. Yeah. Spence is out there telling people to buy and stuff like that. And Bud don't. Yeah, but one thing about it is we gotta give Bud a little bit of a break because Bud ain't never really promoted one of his fights. And Bud is doing for that. Bud is really trying. He's good. Listen, he was on the Breakfast Club. He was on another one. Spence didn't get to make it to Breakfast Club because his plane or something got delayed. So he couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really take that off of Crawford too much. You know what I mean? Because Crawford is saying it, but PBC got their own formula of how they do it. So, I applaud Bud for doing more interviews. Yeah, me too. Me too, because Bud doing them. And he ain't been an asshole in them interviews either. Bud is really showing personality. He up there laughing and joking and playing and doing all this and liking it. Look how many interviews. Bud has done better interviews, more interviews now than I've ever seen Bud do. He did $1 million worth of game. That was a long interview, was a good interview. Charlemagne, The Breakfast Club, he did that one. That was a good one. He done a few more. He's done pretty good, man. And they getting him involved. You know what I'm saying? And I like that they building him up. And I don't mean build him up like lying about his stuff. They talking about his accomplishment, how good of a fighter is, because they've been tearing each other down. Fighters tear each other down so much, it makes casuals believe that shit. You know what I mean? Even though fighters call each other bums and saying all that, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. It's rewarding the risk. Yeah. And that should be it. That should be it. You fighting a dangerous fighter, you should get paid for that. And that make people say, you know what? Win or lose, I'm getting a good check and it's going off. But I think that Crawford is really enjoying it. I think Spencer's too, but Crawford really enjoying it. He been with Top Rank so long. Top Rank never did a fight like that. They never promoted Crawford like that. Crawford in places and doing stuff, which Crawford probably could have done on his own, but now they made him do it. But plus, he's getting the top people. He getting the top interviews. The Breakfast Club again. I mean, the Breakfast Club, And Charlemagne the God kept messing with him, talking about hey man, you think you're gonna reactivate that, activate that rematch clause? And he said, for what? He said, Spence might. Charlemagne tried to slide it in. Said Bud getting stopped late if Gamboa have him stanky leg. Earl going to work. Earl is gonna go to work, bro. Earl gonna go to work, man. That's gonna be a good one, bro. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one, man. Hey, I'm excited for it, man. But I'm also excited. I hope the other divisions do well. Like, I hope Canelo is serious about Jermall Charlo. I really do. I hope he fights Jermall Charlo. I really do. It'll shut me up. At least I say he gave it that he got a shot. You know what I'm saying? I won't bring that one back up. He said it's not gonna be close, and I stand on that. Uh-oh. Gerald said it ain't gonna be close. He stand on that. He said Spence gonna win, and it ain't gonna be close. Uh-oh. Man, hey, I can't wait to see that, bro. Both these two dudes. Listen, I don't know when the last time I saw two dudes that was so convinced that they was gonna win. And like one of y'all don't understand what's gonna happen. Oh, he said, man, what if this fight fall flat like Pac versus Floyd? Bruh, he said, man, I'd be dumb with boxing for real. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, Tune. Tune, I'm glad you said that, bruh. Because I'm telling you, that has crossed my mind. Everybody talking about how wonderful a fight is gonna be. It's gonna be a good fight. I hope it lives up to expectations. Let me say that. I hope both of them. Listen, as long as we get some really good competitive rounds, I don't care if it goes one round, but they are swinging for the fences like Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns. Y'all remember that fight? Hey, who in here has not seen that fight? Tommy Hearns and Marvin Hagler. Which one of y'all have not seen that fight? Give me a thumbs up or something. Say something. I want to know that. So now they both step. Yeah, they both gonna step to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they both, Brian, they gonna both step to it. But my point is, I don't care when it ends. I just want to see fireworks. I want to see fireworks as it's going out. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it go and be a boring fight, which they won't. I don't see it's possible, but I just hope that they both can take what the other one dishes out long enough. You know what I mean? I don't really want somebody to go in and it be a cheap, quick punch and it goes down. Says Toon said I seen it. He said, but I'm a young. Listen, you remember how competitive that fight was when they came in from the opening bell? Dude, they went and put the fan on each other for them rounds, boy. I mean, they went no holds barred. Dude, they went out. He said, I saw it on YouTube. I'm a youngin' too. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I'm okay with a fight going like not going the whole full fight, but it's got to be like that, where it's drama the whole time. So let's say it goes third round, somebody get knocked out. I'm all for it. It lived up to the hype as long as when they came in, they brought it. They brought it all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? And none of this, they was just in here just feeling each other out, waiting, throw a little shot here and there. I want to see some drama, bro. I want to see them dudes go at it, you know? And to be honest, Keith Thurman and Pacquiao would have been a better fight if Keith Thurman hadn't had a layoff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of fights that I thought was going to be a little bit better or a little different. Like I never saw Pacquiao and Ugas turning out like that. I didn't think Ugas was going to run through Pacquiao like that. I didn't think it. Did not think that, bro. I thought Pacquiao would make the adjustment. But I want to see this one, though. I want to let them dudes go. I want to see them two dudes go all the way at it. Hagler versus Hearns. He said that wasn't boxing. That was a fight, bro. Swinging away. I'm like, damn. Where the head movement? Phone booth fight. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Listen, they got in there and said, we're going to do a tough man contest. That's what the hell that was. That was, we're going to, like you said, phone booth fight all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't no boxing match. It wasn't nothing boxing about that, bro. They was just in there swinging for the fences. And listen, and we okay with that. We can live with that. But as long as Spence and Crawford live up to something like that, whatever it is, as long as it's a good fight, as long as it's a really good fight. You know what I mean? He said, Bud try to fight Spence like he gonna gas. Yeah, he could. But one thing about it is, Bud somewhere training Bud training his butt off for this one, bro. He up in the mountains right now with a mask on. Yeah, Bud somewhere right now training for this one. Both of them ain't letting this one go, bro. This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be epic. But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, guys. Man, I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian, for supporting the channel, man. Appreciate you again on the Cash App. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Man, I hope y'all have a good night, man. Said Terrence won't slug it out with Spence. Hell nah. Hey, but we never know. We'll see, man. But anyway, guys, man, if you guys new to the channel, everybody here hit me a thumbs up on the way out the door, man. And I'll catch up with you guys later, man. We say what we say, and we stand on that. That's straight up, no chaser. Salute y'all. Salute Brian. Salute Toon. Salute everybody. Jermall, the whole AA. Everybody that's still in here. Salute, guys. Catch y'all later, man. Have a good night. Peace fight, fam.